Okay, so we're back. I want to show you how to switch up the hair so it is really kind of got that really kinky, frizzy kind of look that a lot of women wore in the late 70s. I have a really great way that I do this hair, and if you want to come in and take a look closer, I'll show you these hairpins. They're just traditional hairpins like this. I prefer to use the bigger ones, but a lot of the times they're hard to find, so you can use the smaller. I learned this trick when I was living in Italy, and I really haven't used it in a long time, but when I saw American Hustle, I immediately thought about this. So let me show you what I do. I take a pin like this, and I just randomly, now remember, we already did a really kind of tight curl in her hair, so I don't need to go in and do the entire head. I'm just gonna take random pieces, and as you can see, I've already done some little knots there. And I'm gonna show you how to do one here. If you look, just turn to the side, put the hair into the center of the pin, and then hold the edge of the pin, and then all you're gonna do is kind of a figure 8 with the hair until you get to the end. Sometimes I leave the ends out a little bit if I want to, you know, have a little bit of a different look. It really just depends on what you want to do. And if you want a super, super tight kink, then you can use the smaller ones. All right, so I'm gonna leave a little bit out like that, and then all I'm gonna do is come in and twist the ends just so it can kind of hold it like that. It's like a little bundle right there. And then with my flat iron, I'm going to take the hair and I'm just gonna hold the flat iron down on it. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna set it and it's gonna give it that really cool kind of frizzy, kinky look. I mean, you could do this with an iron as well, which we all used in the 80s, but the 70s, I think it was a little bit more of a frizz than a kink. So I wanna get this as frizzy as I can get it. All right, I just hold it for a couple minutes, and then what I do is I move around the head. When everything's done, then I come back and I start pulling them out. Just simply, I'll take one from the front. You just simply take it, untwist it. These you have to throw out after you're done with them because they're all kind of mixed up. And what'll happen is you'll get this really incredible kind of wave here, if you can see that. And let's do a couple more. And then we'll start working our hands through the hair and getting it really, really the way we want it. All right, so we're taking our last piece out. Be careful when you're pulling because you don't want to hurt the model. And then what I'd like you to do is just take a wide tooth comb and start from midsection here. If it gets a little tangled, then you might want to start kind of untangling it a bit at the roots just because sometimes it can pull, and then just very kind of like quickly just give it a little tease, a little comb out, and then a little tease like that. And what's gonna happen is we'll get that really kind of true look here that women wore their hair. There we go. Now let's come to this side and give it a quick brush through. Okay, and don't forget, you can also use the end of your comb here. Sometimes you don't want to comb this out completely. You can just go ahead and get it a little bit kind of patchier looking and where it's not so perfectly combed out, because that's completely acceptable as well for this look. Let's get some hairspray, give it a nice spray. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a sweep over. They did like that kind of sweep over look with the bangs in the 70s. There we go. Give it a little finish like that. And open your eyes and take a look into the camera and turn your head like that. Good, let's just work on this one more second. And there you go. This is your 70s disco look. There is one other way that I want to show you, and what that is just to kind of flatten the hair here and twist it. Flatten and twist, flatten and twist, flatten and twist. And a lot of times women wore, you know, flowers or some kind of accessory in there. I'm just gonna finish it with the bobby pin. There you go. One more pin. Okay, There you go. If you want to come up a little bit closer, we'll do one final look at it.